Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. Today we're cutting drops again and again and again. So I really like the way the voiceover video turned out. So I'm just going to set you up in time-lapse mode and do a video, and you can watch me work. I don't know if it's going to be just doubling up, but drop cutting when you have a big job is a lot of drops, so I might as well video it. And I hope you get entertained. I'm going to try some different camera angles. We'll see. So enjoy the music, enjoy the voiceover, or whatever it'll be. It'll be. Thanks for coming with me. Peace, love, and all the heavy jazz. Let's get to work. Now, I got to put in one on the ground there, and then go measure them all up, and then cut them up. You know how it works. Let's go. Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. We're back at it again. We're installing these fire sprinklers. Like I said in a previous video, we are doing a whole brand new school. That's right, these classrooms will be filled with kids by year's end. So there is a lot of work to be done. So what I'm doing here is I'm draining the fire sprinkler drops, and I'm using that old water sock because that is finished product on the ground I'm standing on. It's kind of like some kind of chalkboard or cork board. So I don't want to make a mess. Use that water sock when I can. So basically I'm pulling the measurements out, and now it's time to grab the material and go cut some pipe. We call it arm overs and drops. So what I'm doing is I'm going to cut some arm overs and drops. So in this video I used a couple different camera angles. Of course I just let the camera sit on the countertop here and film me. That's just the basic angle. So that one's not too bad, but later in this video I strapped the helmet cam on. So right now I just got I had to go out and get some more nipples out of the gang box, so I ran out of material. So you could see it's quite a long walk to get material. There's the material in my hand. 4-inch nipples is what I needed. So yeah, that took a little bit of time, but you got to walk with me, so it didn't take that much time, did it? Well, here we go. I got the right size nipples. See, anything under 4 inches, we need prefabricated nipples. And a nipple is basically a small piece of pipe with threads on both ends. So that's what a nipple is. Well, now we're taking those nipples I just made and put some fittings on it. Now it's time to go install that pipe. And now you can see I changed the camera angle a little bit. I put you up in the ceiling, but that was kind of didn't work too much, so I got back to just putting it back on the table, because when it was in the ceiling it could have been knocked down or something, so I didn't know how the look was going to happen. But here you go. I got a couple more here to put in on this set. I think this is my last sprinkler job. And now I took some measurements for these. And then after I got these measurements, now you know what we do after we take measurements. Well, we have to go cut the pipe. And that's what I'm doing right here, is taking measurements, writing it down, and then we will go cut some pipe. This one was a quick measurement, 19 1/4. Kind of remember that. Alright, let's get down there and cut some pipe. So now I got the camera mounted on my chest, and I don't know if I like this angle or not. It's kind of neat to see me working with the chest mounted angle, but maybe I like to see my whole body working. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you like this first-hand view of my hands working, or do you like to see my whole body going up and down the ladder, as they say? I guess variety is the spice of life, so I guess you can always just do a little bit of each. Alright, well, there you go. I just made up a couple of drops, and now I just need to make that one long piece that gets under the duck, and I'll do that next. It's funny how I remember what I did that day. So I had to cut a long drop down piece to get it under the duct work, and those are always fun because it's precise work. You gotta be up against the duct so you can cut a drop for a short drop. If that makes any sense, I don't know. If you're a sprinkler fitter, you know short drops are a booger. I think the closest you can do is maybe a 2-inch drop. 2.5, I don't know. There's my shoe coming untied. Alright, let's get to work. I'm following this guy around, and I got this one last piece of pipe to cut, and we're gonna call this good. So yeah, now when you tighten these heads on the machine, you got to be really careful and not over tighten them. Sprinkler heads are very delicate. Yep, and that tape measure sure does get a workout during the day. I tell you, it's probably one of my main tools is that tape measure. Tape measure and pipe machine and pipe wrenches. Alright, let's get back up those stairs, quit wandering around, and get these put in. So here's that head right underneath that ductwork I was talking about. And I got my helmet cam on, so you can see that was a different camera angle with my helmet cam. Yeah, did you like that? That's pretty good. Kinda. Whoa, I kinda got knocked sideways. I don't know what happened there. Oh, that's what happened is, yeah, my head wasn't high enough, so it was, see, that's the thing when you have a helmet cam, you don't really see what you're filming or whatever. Well, there you go. A little voiceover for you and a little time lapse and all that hippie jazz. But I do like doing these voiceovers and doing the time lapse videos. It doesn't take much to set the camera up and just move it around every once in a while. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these time-lapse setting up adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.
Well, how diddly ho, good neighbor. How diddly ho. That's what I should be saying all the time. Howdy ho, good neighbor. Well, you just watch me cut more drops. That's right. We've been on a cut and drop frenzy here. So, not a lot to see, but this brand new school, just imagine how many fire sprinklers you have at a brand new school. So, rooms and rooms of brand new fire sprinklers. So that's what I did here today. But what I was telling you yesterday, let me turn on your flashlight. So when we do these jobs, I'm going to climb this ladder. Before the T-bar's in, we go and we stick in all the main. That's right, all that big 4-inch main. We go stick that in all the way out through the building. And then after all the main in, we stick our branch lines. See all these branch lines? That's what all this is, this 1.5 inches. And it randomly goes down to 1 inch down there. But yeah, that's the branch lines. And then after the branch lines are done, we cut our arm overs. Let me get my finger in there. Arm over and drop. So we start out with the main, the big main, and then we do our branch lines up high and the upright heads. That's part of it. And then we do our drops, arm overs, and branch lines. So easy money, so they say. All right, well, there's my money makers. Actually, those are my money makers, right? That's right, those are my money makers. So, and these, my hands. So, okay, here's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I got one that goes in there. I'm sure it's going quarter point. And then I got all these. So I got 9, 10, and all the hallways. So that's what's left, I think. Let me go over here and check. So yeah, all the hallways still need to be done. The bathrooms, okay, they're already cut. All the hard lid, they just need to be trimmed out. Trim is what we call putting the skirts on. Okay, so that's what I got left. Boy, I could probably finish this, well, the rooms. Just the hallways will be left. Well, that's good. 10 more drops and then the hallways. All right, well, that sounds like a good Friday for me. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these drop cutting adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.